South Korea contributing to international missions supporting the peace and stability and convening and hosting international conference and forums. Those are the way the US government pursuing the GPS government. You can see that this is the South Korea since 1990s how much we provide those ODA, and actually the UN government announced its intention to raise the South Korea's budget in 2024 this year by the 43% to 5.2 billion. Actually, you can see this government actually make this case. So the government actually increased a lot in terms of the providing the ODA volume. And the third one, I would like to introduce this year's 2024 South Korea Africa Summit. As you know, it was from the 4th to 5th June, so to this year. The theme was the future we make together, and the shared growth and the sustainabilities and the solidarities. Actually, the 48 African country delegates actually participate among the top the country's top leader. Actually 33 top leaders actually visiting South Korea. And in addition to that, the related international organization and key figures from Korean and international business community and academia, and civil society groups and press, etc. So actually this is the largest international event in South Korea. Previously the South Korea had G20 meeting a long time ago, but this time priority area for cooperation, as you see the increasing the trade and investment, and also they addressing the global changes, for example, food security and global supply chains and climate change and public health. And also they discuss other sustainable energies and infrastructures and developing human resources, including education and TVET, so technology, vocational education and training, and science, technology, and digital transformation. Actually, as you know, South Korea is pretty good at, so we would like to share the many African countries who are interested in those areas. And also, it is also very important, promoting mutual understanding and people-to-people exchange. From this summit, actually, many South Korean people have an idea about Africa. Also, I hope African people also understanding or have interested in the South Korea. And also, last one, achieving peace and security. Peace and security is very important for economic development as well. So the leaders agree that it is another important barrier. And for achieving those goals, actually South Korea and African leaders agree that South Korea will continue to expand our ODA up to 10 billion by 2030 for the project for cooperation with Africa. And also 14 billion in export financing will be provided to Korean companies by 2030 to encouraging their activity in Africa to stimulate the trade investment with Africa. So I think from this first summit, I think South Korea is very interested in to invest and boosting the exchange relations with Africa. And I would like to introduce some representative network in Africa. We have 25 diplomatic missions in the continent, and COTRA is 13 offices, and Exim Bank, there is 3 overseas, Ethiopia and Ghana and Tanzania. And COICA also conducting from the 16 African countries to helping those ODA projects. And also there is the Korea Partnership for Innovating Agriculture. Have you heard about the K-Rice Belt? So that is a kind of example for this, this agent. And also Korea Foundation for International Healthcare. There are 4 branches in Africa. So you can see those network. Right now I think as time goes on, the number of the network will be increased. Okay, and Okay, I will skip this one. But I think still the South Korea has some challenges, typically for the government. Because South Korea is a middle power identity in 1990s, South Korea has expanded its global agenda each decade. Beyond the country's rapid economic growth and rising soft power in the forms of the K-pop and K-dramas. This current government's effort to make South Korea as a GPS introduced to represent an upgrade and rebrand in South Korea's foreign policy. Under the current government, the principles and value plays more central role in South Korean foreign policy to weigh the liberal values have shaped the U.S. foreign policy since 1970s. The current government also has been much intention in building strategic partnerships and network with other like-minded countries such as the United States, Japan, and Australia. I think South Korea is actively seeking to strengthen global governance in a world of the increasing disorder. The U.S. government GPS may falter under the weight of its own ambitions unless carefully paced and managed. In domestic, the progressives have attacked the value-based foundation of GPS as lacking in the prudence and pragmatism. So I think South Korea should remain open to an inclusive foreign policy. There are tangible benefits to investing one's strategic and economic priority with countries that share a broader vision to support existing global rules and norms. The AU and ASEAN are outlets where South Korea can reach new audience in global South. So I think I would like to summarize this summit could provide the best opportunity for Korea to accompany Africa's proactive development based on our own experience and expertise. Actually, through the summit, the leaders engaged in discussions centered on development winning strategy by leveraging the respective competitive advantage of both Africa and South Korea, creating the interactive opportunities that benefit both parties. Korea's expertise in development, coupled with unwavering commitment to aid and advanced technology, positions it to catalyze Africa's economic growth and sustainable development. Africa's building the market and ambitious development agenda offered avenues for Korea's own growth and supply chain diversification as well. So South Korea and Africa have the potential to forge a strong partnership that would benefit both and the wider global South. The two partners can promote the economic development, global peace and security, and reform of the global governance system. Okay. Thank you for your attention.
And also the Group-South issue, and he touched upon the Group-South in South Korea, and then also they continue to talk about the assessment of the Korea, the Africa Summit, and also he threw out some of the challenges and the task ahead in continuing, our development plan for the next round of the Korea Africa Summit. Okay, so I will invite the second presenter, the Professor Wang.